Hey, welcome to So Awkward. I'm Don.
I'm Jester. We just watched Rapture Palooza.
And this is the first installment in Anna Kendrick Palooza. You're an Anna Kendrick fan.
Yes.
So then that's why we saw Pitch Perfect 2.
Right.
And I thought she was charming and funny. I still think she's charming and funny. I didn't love this movie.
No.
Short review. If you're an Anna Kendrick fan, you'll find a lot to enjoy because she's very funny. It was just
If
a
you're
weird
looking
friggin'
for
movie.
a good movie, though, this isn't one.
I don't know how you define good movie. I think the movie turned out the way the writers and directors envisioned it.
Okay. I really could have done without all of the sex talk.
It was a very potty mouth movie. It was a dirty movie.
Yeah, but I watched South Park.
There was a whole the movie is about the rapture happens and it takes place after the rapture, and Anna Kendrick and her boyfriend, what's his name?
Ben.
Sam from Freaks and Geeks.
John Francis Daly.
And the Antichrist also, for some reason, lives in Seattle, and he falls in love with Anna Kendrick. That's basically the plot.
That's it.
But there's a whole section of the movie where the Antichrist is, I wouldn't say trying to seduce Anna Kendrick. I would say it felt like he was going to rape her at any moment. Like, it was incredibly unfunny and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The way, it wasn't funny. I mean, I know it was supposed to be tense. It was supposed to be tense. I think they were going for tense in like The Office or an awkward kind of way, but it just felt like this guy's gonna rape this woman.
Yep.
Which is not fertile ground for a comedy. The first 20 minutes is pretty funny.
Right.
And the last 10 minutes is pretty funny. But the whole section in the middle is just weird and awkward.
Mm-hmm.
The whole movie, it just felt like there was no script, so they were just improvising everything. So every scene was just the same. It was just people talking, and then the scene was just over. Like, there were no punchlines.
Right.
Like, every cut to a new scene just felt awkward.
Exactly.
It was just people talking, and then they cut. Because they had to cut somewhere, so that's why they cut there.
Anna Gasteyer. She was really funny.
It was nice to see her again. I don't know why she's not in more things, because she's really good. Do you remember VH1?
Yeah.
Remember, I Love the 80s?
Yeah.
Remember Best Week Ever?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like this entire movie was filmed during a break from Best Week Ever, because everybody in this movie was just from Best Week Ever, right? It was just...
Yeah.
I think Anna Kendrick came through it with her dignity intact.
Sure.
She's funny. She's beautiful. The whole last act, she puts on this dress because she's going on a date with the Antichrist, and she looks gorgeous. It's a beautiful dress, and she wears it well. Oh, I'm not objectifying her. I mean, she's a lovely woman, and she's fun. I mean, she's a good actress. I think she does that sardonic character well. What does sardonic mean? Did I use that correctly?
I think so.
I have nothing really bad to say about any of the performers in this movie.
No.
They all did well. Even this guy who I didn't like his character because I felt like he was going to rape somebody in any minute. But I think that's what he was going for. Rob Corddry. You know who Rob Corddry is?
Nope.
He was Ben's dad with the mustache.
Okay.
He was funny. He made me laugh.
I like the neighbor. The lawnmower guy.
Tom Lennon.
That was funny to me.
That guy's good. No, he was a funny zombie. I don't know I can't comment on the theology. Maybe you can. I'd have never... I was raised Catholic. My father's Jewish, my mother was Catholic, so I went to church sometimes as a kid, but I never I stopped going before we got to the book of Revelation, I guess.
Okay. I have read Revelation.
Is this accurate?
No.
Would you describe this as the most hipster movie ever made?
Oh, maybe.
This is a movie by hipsters for hipsters.
Yeah.
Hipsters have run out of things to be ironic about, that they're now being ironic about God and the end of the world. Like, that's where hipster culture is. I think that sums up this movie. It's just hipsters. It's what would happen at the end of the world if everybody who didn't get raptured was a hipster. Check it out.
That's pretty accurate.
Thank you. I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. I hated the part where I thought she was going to get raped. But I laughed at some of the other stuff. So maybe check it out.
The cast was so good that they couldn't not be funny, even when the movie around them was just trying not to be funny. I didn't understand the point of the movie or the point of view. Like, who are they making fun of? Like, what was
I don't know.
what was the intention? Just to make a movie about the end of the world? Or were they being ironic about people who believe in the rapture? Because I don't think a Christian, there was nothing like anti-Christian about it.
No.
Like, other than all of the sex stuff, it was a really tame movie. Like, it wasn't mean-spirited. I would call this movie misogynistic, but I wouldn't call it mean-spirited against religion, which I thought it was going to be just...
I did too.
Like when you watch South Park.
Right.
It's just making fun of every religion.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, they wrote a Broadway play making fun of Mormons.
Yes. Have we stopped talking about the movie?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Anna Kendrick's great. I really like Anna Kendrick. She's a charmer.
We'll find a better Anna Kendrick movie to watch next.
What?
Up in the Air. Right?
The
What
one
is it
with
called?
George Clooney?
In the Air. The one with George Clooney.
Scrubs. He's on that doctor show, Scrubs.
Yep. And the Golden Girls.
George Clooney?
Mm-hmm.
He was in The Golden Girls? Which episode?
It's the one where there were cops in the house because their neighbors were, I think, stealing jewelry.
And Dorothy was attracted to the older
Yep.
cop, and then they were going to go on a date.
Yep.
He was the younger cop. That's right. Yeah.
How many times can I bring up the Golden Girls in a So Awkward video?
Every time. Comment down below, not about this movie, but about your favorite episode of Golden Girls.
So how much did you pay for this?
I think it was $4.99.
Does it have anything to do with this?
That's a dog was chewing on it.